So around 2 months ago, I made a Manscaped review video where I went over all of their products, their brand identity, and obviously gave my honest feedback. And I did the same 1 month ago when I made a Meridian Grooming video where I also went over all of their products, their brand identity, and I gave my honest feedback. So obviously I'll have both videos linked down below if you're interested. And in this video I want to talk about Manscaped versus Meridian Grooming because I've used both products respectfully for over 1 month now. And I want to give my honest feedback after using those products because I want to compare them and give my thoughts to you guys. So if you're interested, let's jump into the video. Alright, so as a reference for this video, I want to go over the packages that both these brands actually recommend to their consumers. So if you go to the manscaped.com website, they actually recommend you to get the Perfect Package 3.0 plus Peak Hygiene Plan. So the price for this is $90. The kit includes the Lawn Mower 3.0, which pretty much is the trimmer, the crop preserver, that is a ball deodorant, a crop reviver, which is the ball toner and refresher, and a magic mat, which is a disposable shaving mat set out of 3. They also provide you the Shed travel bag and Manscaped boxers. While if you go to meridiangrooming.com, it actually recommends you their best seller, the maintenance package. It is only $95 and it includes the trimmer, the spray, and 2 replacement blades. So I know that most of you guys might be asking now, so which package do we actually recommend? Well, I truly think that it depends on the individual, because if you're looking to actually save money in the long term, I would actually recommend you to get Meridian Grooming, because obviously they give you replacement blades, so you will have enough replacement blades for in the future. Well, if you're someone that is actually looking to get some more goodies now, you may want to actually get Manscaped, because obviously you get more goodies now, but if you want to get more replacement blades, you need to actually subscribe to the subscription model to obviously get them after 2-3 months. So I know that most of you guys are curious about the trimmers. So if you want to look at the Manscaped trimmer now and the Meridian Grooming one, you can instantly see that the Manscaped one is a bit smaller than the Meridian Grooming one. So obviously this depends on the individual. If you're someone that actually is looking for a smaller trimmer, you may want to get Manscaped, while if you're looking for a bigger trimmer, you want to get Meridian Grooming. So both of these products claim to have a 90-minute battery life. But when I actually used Manscaped over time, I could actually see a decrease in the battery life. So instead of having 90 minutes, it ended up having 70 minutes. While when it comes to the Meridian Grooming one, it actually pretty much stays constant. Another thing that I noticed about both these products is that when I was using Meridian Grooming, I could use it constantly. While if I was actually using Manscaped, it actually overheated sometimes. So I actually had to wait before I can use it again. And this is pretty much what happened. So obviously, if I press on the Meridian Grooming one, it is working. But when I'm actually pressing on the Manscaped one, you can see that the light is green, but it's not performing anything because it got overheated. So obviously now I have to wait, or I actually have to recharge it again before I can use it. And both of these products claim to have a high RPM. So Manscaped actually claims to have a 7,000 RPM, while Meridian Grooming claims to only have 6,000. While in practice, I actually noticed that this one was actually significantly better than this one. And this actually might be just because this one is bigger and can actually obtain a bigger surface than obviously the Manscaped one. So I'm not too sure whether that's actually correct, but in practice I actually found this one a bit more useful because I could do my under the belt work a bit faster with this one than Manscaped one, because obviously sometimes it started to overheat and therefore I had to wait or actually recharge it to actually be able to work, while with Meridian Grooming, so far I never had any issue with it. But obviously, nevertheless, both of these products are waterproof. So if you're someone that is actually using it in the shower, it will be no problem at all. So obviously, which product did I individually actually prefer more? Well, in my opinion, I preferred Meridian Grooming more than the Manscaped one. And this might be because of the battery life, because obviously it decayed and sometimes it overheated and therefore I couldn't use it. But at the same time, the other reason why I actually enjoyed Meridian Grooming more is because it's a bit bigger and therefore I can obtain a bigger surface at once rather than to actually go over it several times with the Manscaped one. But I know that it really depends on the individual when it comes to which one they prefer. Some people like a smaller one because they find it more handy, while others want a bigger one. So I think that's one of the biggest things that you actually need to consider before actually purchasing one of these two. But nevertheless, in my opinion, this one is better because obviously I haven't had any issues with it, and so far it also seems to be better quality than the Manscaped one. Alright, so that's pretty much it when it comes to the trimmers. I want to talk about it a bit more later in this video, but now I want to focus about the additional products that you get with these two brands. So when it comes to Manscaped, you get yourself the crop reviver, which is the ball toner, and you also get yourself the crop preserver, which is the ball deodorant. So the deodorant is absolutely great. I've got nothing bad to say about it. It really smells truly nice. But when it comes to the ball toner, it is quite reviving. But when it was extremely hot, I did notice in some occasions that actually left it in an unpleasant way. However, I've also used the Meridian Grooming ball spray, which you obviously get with the package when you go to meridiangrooming.com. Anyways, so with this product, it's actually based out of natural products and it's actually made in Korea. So it's quite premium and it doesn't have any odor as well. So obviously when I was using this product when it was extremely hot, I didn't notice anything bad when it comes to this product. It really did what it was meant to do, and that's quite surprising because it was like I think 38 degrees in the UK when I was using it and I had no problem with it at all. Well, when it comes to the ball toner, I was only using it when it was 32 degrees and I had some issues with it. But regardless, that's only one thing. All the other things with the ball toner seems to be absolutely fine. And especially when it comes to the deodorant, that was amazing. And now I want to talk a bit more about the trimmers itself, because when you just look at these trimmers, both of them actually seem to be quite premium. However, I did notice one thing when it comes to these trimmers. So obviously, when I turn on the light for the Manscaped, it's still not really functioning like it's meant to be. If you actually look a bit closer here, I'm not sure if it's gonna focus now, or whether you can see it on camera, but there's actually light shining through the battery part, where obviously you need to charge it. But when you look at the Meridian one, and when I've turned it on, it's turned on now, you actually don't see anything at all. So with the Manscaped one, you see lights shining through the part where you actually meant to plug it in to charge it up. Well, with the Meridian one, you don't see this. So obviously both of the products seem to be alright, but when you actually look at this, it actually does give me an indication that most likely Meridian Grooming is a bit more premium than Manscaped. And with everything that actually went on with my personal experience with these products, I actually do truly think that Meridian Grooming does actually provide better and more premium products than Manscaped. Because obviously Manscaped does have amazing branding and they do actually provide a lot of goodies, which a lot of people actually seem to like. But when you actually look at the initial product, the product that you're meant to use to actually obtain the results that you're looking for, you can pretty much tell that Meridian Grooming does a better job at it than Manscaped. So obviously, if you're someone that actually has used Manscaped before as well, I would like to know your honest feedback down below. Did you actually have any problems with it? Just like I did, because obviously I've got a few problems when it comes to charging and using it because it's starting to overheat. And I would really appreciate it if some of you guys could let me know your experience with it. Regardless, I know that some of you guys also might be asking whether it actually truly holds the standard of the skin safe technology that both of these products provide. And in my honest opinion, so far I haven't had any bad experience with it. Obviously, like with Manscaped, sometimes it actually turned off, but overall I never actually caught myself, and therefore I do actually feel like both of the products actually do promise what they're meant to promise. Regardless, if you're someone that actually has more questions regarding these brands or their products, feel free to leave a comment down below and I obviously try to answer all of them. So the Manscaped one actually started to work again, as you can see here. And it's not as sufficient as the Meridian Grooming one, in my opinion. Although when I initially got these products, both of them actually seemed to work perfectly fine. So over time, it just seems like Manscaped has a decay, while Meridian Grooming so far actually maintains their standard. Regardless, if you're someone that actually enjoyed this video, please consider to hit the subscribe button and help your brother out. And that's it for me. I'll see you on the other video. Bye bye.